Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. So you've heard me from time to time talk about the process commonly known as civil asset forfeiture. Of course, if you don't know what civil asset forfeiture is, that's where police confiscate your property under the premise that you may have kind of sort of committed a crime at some point. And basically what it is sanctioned highway robbery. It's the equivalent of perhaps giving the police letters of marque, say back in the day, right? If you were a government and you didn't have enough resources at your disposal to go and, say, harass another country's navy or merchant fleet, well, then you would just issue letters of marque to privateers, and then the privateers would go out and do it for you. It's sanctioned theft. The privateers would get a hefty portion of the haul, and then the rest would go to the government that hired them. And so this is exactly what has happened in Suffolk County, New York, where the DA used $3.3 million in asset forfeitures to fund massive public employee bonuses. This according to The Hedge, ZeroHedge.com. Unbelievable. It says just over a month ago, we wrote about the curious case of Frank Rinelli of Alabama and the growing problem of asset forfeitures all across the United States. It says Rinelli, who owned a local computer repair in Ensley, Alabama, showed up to work one day in 2010 to be later raided by local police, who proceeded to confiscate thousands of dollars worth of assets. Now, nothing ever came of the case, and despite no official charges and no jury trial, Rinelli, after 7 years of effort, has been completely unsuccessful in recovering the assets that officers took from his business. Now, that is an unbelievable thing, because this is what Rinelli said, quote, "Here I was, a man, owned this business, been coming to work every day like a good old guy for 23 years, and I show up at work that morning. I was here doing my books from the day before, and the police just effed my life. And for no reason." Now, the police confiscated more than 130 computers, most of which were customers' units waiting to be repaired, though some were for sale, as well as the company's business servers and workstations and even receipts and checkbooks. It's unbelievable. Now, new revelations from Suffolk County District Attorney's Office illustrate precisely why asset forfeitures and all the inherent conflicts of interest therein are suddenly becoming a hot topic of debate all across the country, because according to records obtained by Newsday from the Suffolk County Comptroller, John Kennedy, former DA Thomas Spoda doled out a staggering $3.25 million, $550,000 more than originally reported in bonuses to public prosecutors from a pool of seized assets without a single legislative approval. Bonus receipts included Deputy Chief Homicide Prosecutors Robert Biancavilla, who received a total of $108,886 between 2012 and 2017. Division Chief Edward Hellig and top public corruption prosecutor Chris McPartland each received $73,000. The bonuses were funded from assets seized in criminal cases by the district attorney's office that they did not, and I have to say this again, they did not receive legislative approval. Not one. Quote, "Asset forfeiture money that comes into this county counts into the millions of dollars," according to the county executive's office. They continue, they said, "That's a lot of money to be spent at the sole discretion of an individual with no oversight." It's interesting because I've seen so many different videos of testimony of these police chiefs calling it manna from heaven. That's what they consider this stuff. Manna from heaven. Oh, yeah, we got budget shortfalls. No problem. We're going to go take this money that we stole from people who never were charged with a crime never had their due process. And like in this case, this guy owns a computer business. 7 years later, he can't get this stuff back. He can't be compensated for his loss. This is unbelievable. This is, folks, again, cognitive dissonance, the land of the free, really? Are we? In a country like this, where this happens, how dare we? How dare we get we got freedom and democracy? Huh? Yeah. And it's alive and well, isn't it? Spoda, a Democrat, and the chief of his anti-corruption bureau, Christopher McPartland, have been charged with obstructing an FBI investigation that led to a conviction of former county police chief James Burke. It's unbelievable. He's indicted on these charges now. That he helped cover up a beating of a handcuffed prisoner by a police chief. And he's going to be stepping down from his post. All this stuff is now coming out as a result of this initial investigation into this stuff. So, I mean, this is unbelievable. Just the level of corruption. And of course, we always talk about the big stuff, Mordor on the Potomac and even maybe sometimes the state capitals. But we have to understand, this corruption happens everywhere. You have people that get a taste, just a taste of power. Look at what it does. This is the type of people that run for public office. I hate to say it. Honorable people want nothing to do with it. It's just true. People of honor don't want to be anywhere near these places because of just how dark and evil and corrupt they really are. It's disgusting. I don't want to be a public servant anymore. Just because I know it's hopeless. I tried. I tried. Didn't work. No more. And this is such a good example of why government as we know it has failed. It's failed. And the problem with the I know what's best for you culture is these people don't know what's best for us, but yet they think they do, and they make these decisions that have been detrimental to our well-being. And it's time, folks, that we do something to change this because we're heading off the cliff fast. Suffolk County, New York, a great example of the land of the free here in America. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. #WakeTheFlockUp. Have a great day, everybody.